Just what I'm looking for. No one in the galaxy fights like a Sith. Interested in some target practice? Simple. Big reward from upstairs and the targets aren't even moving. The Republic scattered gun turrets along the defensive line, and my forces can't break through.
If there's a reward, then I'm interested.
I can be generous when my men's lives are at stake. Hit the turrets with everything you've got. I'll contact you when there's a breach we can get through. Good hunting!
These are the stolen walker plans, I take it. So, Lieutenant Quisoon finally did something right by choosing you. Imperial Intelligence appreciates your hard work. I'll personally ensure these plans are secured. Congratulations.
I could count on you. My forces will make it through. Great work.
All better.
No, wait. Watcher 8 alerted me about you. My mission's been compromised and I need your help. I need to gather clearance code cylinders from Republic officials around the landing field. Sadly, prying the cylinders from their bodies will be necessary. I've already identified the targets. I need you to handle them and take the code cylinders back to Watcher 8.
I assume you won't just be sitting here while someone else does your job.
I'll be finishing my recon mission for Watcher 8, which is classified, you understand. When you have the cylinders, plant some explosive charges on the ships on the ground. I need a distraction for the critical stage of my recon.
Danger only makes things more fun.
These should be enough charges. I know Watcher 8 trusted your skills, but be careful.
This is Grand Marshal Chiquera to all personnel. Last night was a hell of a fight. Outnumbered 10 to 1, and we still beat back the imps. Victory's coming, boys. Keep this up, and we can all go.
Be here for a while.
Marshal Chiquetta here. I want to talk about sacrifice. My troops and I gave up our homes in the Republic. But the rest of you weren't given a choice. Your planet was taken from you. You're giving up everything to get it back. That's the real deal. Marshal Chiquetta. I've been hearing grumbling lately. People saying the Republic abandoned Balmora. Well, I may not be Republic Army anymore, but I'm still a patriot, so don't say it to my face. The treaty may not have left us much choice, but the people of the Republic are still behind you.
You're good to go.
Darth Lacris, can you read me? I'm lowering the barricades to the Balmoran Arms Factory.
I hear you perfectly. We'll start scanning the interior now. Hold on. Someone cut through this interference.
Pardon my interruption. I'm Grand Marshal Takeda, formerly of the Republic Army.
I am apprentice to Darth Barris and voice of the Empire here.
You're the new governor's dog. I'm not a complete fool. Once I realized you planned to lower our defenses, I sent a few friends.
Jedi Knight Raylon Nis, reporting.
Tempest Squad, reporting.
Fresh volunteers who have taken a leave of absence to join the Balmoran Resistance. Taste of what's coming.
You expect me to believe these people are acting without Republic orders? They're violating the peace treaty by supporting the Resistance.
Raylon, are you here on Republic orders?
No, sir.
There you go.
Go! Go!
Bring it!
Can you hear me? This channel is still open. Did you get her? Send a Jedi?
1 Jedi or 100, what difference does it make?
Don't let your ego cost me my planet. My people are performing a full scan of the factory now that the defenses are down. I'll patch you into the report.
My lord, we're detecting unusual signals from inside the factory. What appears to be a hyperspace beacon. It shouldn't be possible. It must have taken them decades.
Don't underestimate their engineers or their resources. What can you do?
In theory, starships could follow the beacon and jump-in system almost directly overhead.
The Republic is flying reinforcements straight to the Balmoran Arms Factory and bypassing our defenses.
You know where to look. Scan for enemy transports approaching the factory.
Picking up. There are dozens of ships out there. Silhouette is Republic Special Forces, Triumph class.
This is how they did it during the war. Multiple strike teams, strategic objectives, 1 Jedi per military squad. They took entire planets. They know we see them. They're rushing to land now.
If they're heading to the factory, we can stop them from the ground.
Agreed. Take out the landing platforms and guidance systems. I'll have attack squadrons blow those ships out of the sky. Fail me now, and we perish with Balmorra.
Wow, I love it.
ships are closing on the Republic transports. Keep destroying those landing pads, and there will be no escape for the enemy.
You're good to go.
Attack squadrons engaged. We're down 6 Republic transports. I'm calling in additional ground-to-air weaponry.
You're good to go.
Only a few targets remain airborne, and they've got nowhere to go. But one transport slipped past us. I'm sending in ground troops. You intercept that ship at the factory's upper landing pad. No one survives this attack.
The factory is under attack. Headquarters has been breached and casualties are severe.
Keep your wits, Captain. What do we know of the enemy?
Target is carving a bloody path in this direction. Unconfirmed reports suggest it's Sith.
You're about to become part of the bloody path.
Commander, contact confirmed. The enemy is Sith. Repeat, the enemy is...
I can see that, Captain. Shut up. Sith, I know why you're here. Be aware that these are the finest troops I've commanded in all my decades of duty.
I'll take pride in slaughtering them.
Captain Ellerton, engage at will and hold the line. I'm coming with reinforcements. Right on out.
You're about to find out what we're made of.
You're made of bones that break and blood that spills.
You don't intimidate us. We've killed your kind before.
At last, foes with a little backbone.
You'll find there's nothing little about us. Men, attack! Commander, he should have been here by now.
It wouldn't have made a difference.
This means he's safe. That's all that matters.
Please, enough of this.
Commander, no! Run! Save yourself!
Just put him out of his misery, Sith.
He's suffered enough, I suppose.
No. It's unfortunate they were on the wrong side. They were excellent soldiers and exceptional men.
Why didn't you convert them to our cause?
I followed Barris's orders to the letter. Recruitment was never my purpose here. I serve for the glory of the Empire, but the life of a spy is a slippery one. In essence, I had to become a Republic soldier, and I've done things against the Empire that have sickened me.
But for the greater good, Commander.
I have lived believing, hoping that was the case, my friend. Today was inevitable. I knew Lord Barris would eventually have to eliminate me, but I'm proud to have been of service all this time.
I'm honored to be the one to kill you.
Before I embrace my end, there is one thing I must know. My son. He was the only thing in the world that was truly mine. And in love or weakness, I told him my secrets. I know you had to cover my tracks, but please tell me, did he face his fate well?
His chin was held high, Commander.
Then I can die with a smile. When they find my corpse, there must be evidence of a valiant fight. We must make this look convincing, Sith. So I will not hold back. I will fight you as though you are my mortal enemy.
It will give me no pleasure to cut you down.
Our duty is often difficult, friend. Tell Lord Barris it has been my great honor to serve him.
My lord, I believe we've got trouble. I heard your entire conversation with Commander Rylorn.
How could you hear my conversation? Have you been spying on me, Imperial?
No, my lord, as I told you. I've been surveilling the Jedi investigator. Apparently she bugged Rylorn's quarters, and as she listened in on your conversation, I heard what she heard. The investigator knows everything, my lord.
Where is she now?
She was heading to her ship, but I had my men move in and cut her off from the Republic landing bay. I am systematically blocking her avenues of transmission and escape, herding that Republic scum to her only hope, the spaceport at Sobrik.
How does she expect to survive an Imperial spaceport?
My men report that she's wielding a lightsaber, my lord. This investigator is a Jedi Knight. Unless you stop her, she's more than capable of fighting her way through the spaceport and commandeering a ship. I'll be able to delay the Jedi long enough for you to engage, but I advise caution when facing her.
Being careful is what got us into this mess.
I see your point, my lord. I will gather my remaining men and meet you at the spaceport. We will crush this Jedi.
fleet may be lost, but my Padawan and I can hold the Imperials while you regroup.
No. You've got your ship, we've got a few of our own. I want you to get the non-combatants and the wounded off Balmora. After we handle this. You're damn tough, you know that?
How many years have you survived under siege? You've had a good run.
It's not over yet. I've got Jedi at my back and the finest armor Balmoran Arms ever designed. Ignore the scratches.
We can cover your escape.
Nah. Let's see what an old man can do for his troops. Good fight. You've got something I don't have anymore.
I am Sith. Next to me, you are nothing.
Maybe so. Hear me out. I know how much the Empire wants to expose the Republic's involvement in Balmora, publicly. I confess the truth of the invasion, if you help my men.
Talk, and make it good.
Let the Balmorans and the non-combatants leave. Treat the Republic soldiers fairly, as prisoners of war. Help them, and I'll tell everyone we violated the treaty.
The Empire isn't without mercy. We can come to an agreement.
I appreciate that. Sounds like your troops made it inside. Keep your word. I'll keep mine.
When you broadcast your confession, tell the Republic to disarm and withdraw from Imperial space. Nothing like Balmora can happen again.
You're only delaying the inevitable, but I'll say it.
Sir, Squad 815, Darth Lacra sent us to reinforce your position.
Take the Grand Marshal into custody. We're done for now.
Understood. There's fighting all over the factory, but it looks like a victory. Orders are to regroup at the outpost when you can, sir.
Agent Vel was able to relay a message to me. Your assistance is appreciated, as are these code cylinders you gathered. Rest assured, we will find them most useful. Again, my thanks.
I've heard most satisfactory reports of your success in the Balmoran Arms factory, and that fool Vol-Argon played right into our hands. There can be no doubt. The Resistance is crushed.
They put up a good fight, but I think they'll be more agreeable now.
Undoubtedly. Captain Rigel is in charge of writing up the report on this one. If I could ask you for one final favor, that you report your success to him.
Nobody better mess with us now.
Darth Lacris? Grand Marshal Jaquetta is defeated, and the Balmoran arms factory is broken.
You smell like smoke and blood. Let me show you something.
My forces received supplies and intelligence from the Republic. We knowingly and illegally attacked Imperial targets by order of the Senate. We broke the peace treaty that keeps our worlds whole, and for that, I apologize to all citizens of the galaxy.
There are protests on the streets of Coruscant. Republic ships are withdrawing from 3 sectors. You humiliated them.
It wasn't about humiliation. It was about revealing the truth.
If you like, though that wasn't my priority. I'm gathering troops for a clean sweep of the Balmoran arms factory. I'm making it my base of planetary operations. My governorship would be very different without you. You have my gratitude for your assistance.
This planet is only the beginning. There are more enemies to defeat and conquer.
You will go far among the Sith. I'm certain of that. It's time I return to ruling. There are new reports of resistance activity. Should you choose to remain on Balmora, perhaps I'll call on you again.
My lord, you have laid waste to our enemies. The whole resistance is in shambles. The people's spirits are broken. Balmora is as good as ours.
It looks like there's still a lot of fighting going on.
Oh, that'll happen. That always does. The government in exile has lost its teeth. It's the Empire or it's anarchy, and people like peace. We cannot possibly thank you enough for your service. Decades we've been trying to win this war, and you've done it in a fraction of the time. Thank you.
You're too late, Sith. I already transmitted the conversation between you and Commander Rylon to the Jedi Council. Nomen Karr has his proof. Now Master Karr and his Padawan will track down and expose every Sith agent in the galaxy.
I'll let you enjoy your delusions.
Enjoyment is not part of the equation. I have purity of purpose. I seek neither thrills nor satisfaction. Unlike you, I am calm.
How incredibly boring.
Living an enlightened life is anything but boring. The dark side shall fail you, Sith. Save yourself, surrender, and the Jedi Council will give you every opportunity to discover redemption.
I offer you the chance to surrender and live, Jedi.
Surrender is not possible. I am in the right. I won't kill you, Sith, but I am leaving. So, I'm going to have to incapacitate you. Your victory means nothing. The damage has been done. The proof has been transmitted. So deal the death blow, Sith. I am at peace, knowing that the greater good has been served.
I hate to burst your bubble, Jedi. No, that's a lie. I'm reveling in it. I intercepted your transmission. The Jedi know nothing.
Quinn, I could kiss you.
I'm only doing my job, my lord. I had her monitored and screened the entire time. There was never any risk at all.
Gloat all you like. It means nothing. I remain at peace. And Noman Carr and his Padawan will still defeat you.
I'm impressed with your fortitude, Jedi.
The Force and the Jedi way give me a sense of something larger than myself. I am resigned. Strike me down. I offer no further resistance.
You are subdued. There's no sense in destroying you.
I will take the wounded Jedi into custody, my lord. Your lightsaber, if you will, Jedi. Men, escort her to her new home in the main prison. I'm sure you know what you're doing, my lord, but sparing the Jedi is a curious choice.
A Jedi investigator will be a wealth of information.
Of course, my lord. What matters is the threat has been averted. Lord Barris will be anxious to learn what became of this. When you're ready, I'll contact him from my office.
I will be there soon.
Excellent. I'll go prepare. I'll be waiting in my barracks. Place, Lord Barris. I leave that for your apprentice to convey.
Then step aside, Lieutenant. My apprentice has arrived. Nice of you to join us. Quinn refuses to update me, insisting the privilege be yours. I assume the Jedi investigator has been stopped.
I've captured her for you to torture.
Excellent thinking, apprentice. Hopefully she will provide us with more insight into Noman Carr's Padawan. I look forward to getting my hands on her. The lieutenant will arrange the transport. I had hoped to avoid confronting the Jedi, but our hand was forced. What matters most is that Rylon can no longer be exposed. And how would you assess Lieutenant Quinn's contribution?
Lieutenant Quinn is an exceptional officer. I couldn't have done it without him.
High praise indeed. Quinn, I believe you have sufficiently repaid the debt owed to me. I'm putting you up for a captaincy and transmitting an executive order allowing you to station wherever you choose. You are dismissed.
Thank you, Lord Barris. If my actions benefit the Empire, they benefit me. I would have done the same regardless of our past. My lord, before I depart, it's been my extreme honor to serve you. You are the epitome of everything the Empire stands for.
I'm going to miss your rugged good looks, Quinn.
Maybe our paths will cross once more, my lord.
He will have his hands full. There are powerful Imperials dedicated to keeping him down. But if Quinn can overcome them and rise to the station he deserves, there is great hope for our Imperial allies.
If given the opportunity, he will excel.
By the way, it's not worth worrying about. Quinn's affairs are a speck compared to what we face. Your presence on Balmorra is no longer needed. Return to your ship when you're ready to leave. I'll contact you there.
So, we're leaving, right? On to our next exercise in domination and destruction?
It would seem so, Bert.
Well, I hope the next place we end up has a beach.
Is there something you want?
Captain Lever, Special Tactics Group 32 Alpha, Ghost Striker Division, here by request of Darth Lacris. My lord, we found her.
So I see. You weren't planning on leaving my world so soon.
Darth Lacris. Always a pleasure to speak with the Lord of Balmorra.
If only pleasure were the subject at hand. You and I defeated the Republic at the Balmorran arms factory. Now the Resistance grows desperate, gathering their remaining forces for a final assault.
They've got at least 10,000 veteran fighters in the valley. Enough to overrun Sobrik.
Unless we stop them and obliterate the Resistance army. Either way, someone's about to win the planet, and someone's about to be crushed.
What makes the Resistance army so dangerous?
Tactical assessment, Captain.
The enemy's using choke points and toxic hotspots in the terrain to control the flow of battle. Our ground troops can't even reach their targets.
But you can give me an edge. Join the last battle for Balmorra. Lead my army against this rebellion, and I will reward you dearly.
Your power, your title, your life. You'd lose them all if it weren't for me. Understand that.
You've served well. Colonel Proshin runs special operations on the front. He will work with you to plan a strategy. See that this world falls to us. Lacris out.
You must be Colonel Proshin.
Yes, my lord. We've been expecting you. This army the Resistance has gathered. We're losing the last battle of the war, and manpower isn't our problem. But Darth Lacris promises you can help, and I've learned to trust her judgment.
How long have you worked for the Darth?
My division worked under her during the occupation of Varsid, street to street fighting for the Emperor's glory. I've asked my men to identify priority Resistance targets for you. You'll move at your discretion, and we'll supply you with anything you need. And be careful if you stray into the toxic areas of the valley. We're receiving reports of some sort of insectoid infestation. Even the Resistance stays clear.
What can you tell me about these insects?
Local forces have encountered them before, but we haven't received that data yet. All we know is that they're deadly. The base is yours. Anything I can do, let me know.
How goes the battle, Commander?
Have faith in the Empire, and the Empire provides. Yesterday, I woke to the news that Balmorran rebels had devised a way to avoid our sensors, had developed prototype stealth ships out of shuttles stolen from us. But I did not lose heart. Today, a scout literally stumbled upon where the rebels have stashed those same ships. The Empire provides. Doesn't matter, some said. Nobody could storm the area, wrestle key codes for the shuttles from their pilots, destroy their anti-aircraft defenses, steal a shuttle.
Tell me the details. You know very well I'm capable of all those things.
I do, my lord. The rebel pilots will have the keys you need to get inside a shuttle, but there's no way to override the rebels' automated defenses. You'll need to destroy the laser batteries before you steal the prototype shuttle, then fly it out under heavy fire and countless opposition. An adventure, for certain.
For the Empire.
Blast it! I was hoping you were my reinforcements. No offense meant, my lord. It's just there's a target we need taken out, and I've no authority to ask you. The Gold Nibre rebels have taken control of Traken 4, one of our outposts past the Marcaran wastes. If they get the gun emplacements functional, they could take out the Marcaran outpost in one shot.
We're on the same side. Tell me what is needed and I will see it done.
My lord, you are a true patriot. The aid of the Sith is more than worth a full recon team. Top priority is to kill the power couplings on those gun emplacements. If you get that done before they attack the Marcaran outpost, the Empire will be in your debt.
Honored, my lord, and grateful. We've suffered a security breach, and Sith help would be most welcome. Exactly 52 minutes ago, a Republic spy infiltrated an Imperial capital ship. The blast-happy scum killed 16 loyal officers and made off with a sample of our most deadly bioweapon. Now this spy's on Balmorra trying to hand the weapon over to the Republic. We must recover it first.
The Empire's property will not fall into Republic hands.
Thank you. This subterfuge must be punished, starting with a spy. He crash-landed in the swamp. Republic search parties are moving in, but the real problem is the wildlife, Balmorra's nastiest man-eaters. Also be careful with the bioweapon itself. The casing might be damaged, and I'd rather not have to explain 1,000 unplanned casualties.
Don't sneak up on me like that. My lord! I apologize. I've been on surveillance for 4 days straight, and I'm following up on a known rebel base location.
Perhaps I could be of assistance.
My lord, that would be a dream come true. Not that I'm dreaming on the job. One of the captured rebels admitted his team was scavenging unexploded thermal detonators from battlefields. They're using the thermite to build their own improvised bombs.
What exactly is your plan?
Does that mean you want to help? If you're in, I think we should feed these scum their own medicine, steal their bombs and use them on them. I'll transmit the specs, where to get the bombs, and the best places to blow to bloody bits once you have them. If you pull it off, let me know. My superiors will want the gory details.
You have your ship, Commander.
And you, my eternal gratitude, my lord. You are everything the Empire promises its people. The shuttle will go to our techs, be pulled apart, and its secrets made ours. Once again, order triumphs over chaos, and the Empire provides for those who hold true.
The spy was dead when I found him. He hid the bioweapon, but I dug it up.
Poor Republic. All that trouble for nothing. At any rate, congratulations. I'll include a full description of your heroics in my report. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must see to the bioweapon safe transport off Balmorra.
The rebels' facilities have been destroyed.
I heard the fireworks from here, my lord. Nothing like the smell of rebels roasting on their own blasted suitcase bombs.
You don't need to worry about the gold Nibre anymore.
I am in your debt, my lord. I just found out that my reinforcements were killed by a rebel ambush. Without you, the gold Nibre's attack would have succeeded for sure.
Displaying all authorized destinations. Travel route is confirmed.
What's this world coming to?
These are grim days, friend. I am Captain Ransfell Newt, Imperial Command. Your presence here couldn't come at a better time. Please try to overlook the stench of death upon me. Sometimes the work we do to preserve the Empire is dirty.
Don't apologize for dealing death, Imperial.
I'm disturbed to say the blood on my hands is not enemy blood, my lord. There's a terrible scourge terrorizing this world. The Colicoids. Savage, genetically enhanced creatures with a ravenous taste for human flesh. Emboldened by hunger, the Colicoids are encroaching on settled areas and Imperial holdings. Many of the Empire's finest have become food for these bugs.
You said they were genetically engineered. Where do they come from?
Wartime experiments by the Balmorrans. No one who knows the details is still alive. I've developed a poison that kills the Colicoids when consumed. I've collected bodies of the fallen and treated them with the toxin. Then I had to cut the poisoned bodies into pieces. Now they must be dispersed around the bugs' nests. Will you do this?
A Sith is not squeamish about such things.
I'm relieved. You'll have to make the trek to Bugtown in Broken Valley, the site of the experiments that made the bugs. Here, a bag of the poisoned body parts. Tread cautiously. It will attract the creatures in droves. Find the colicoid feasting mounds around the area and deposit body parts on each mound. I hope you return to me in one piece.
Master Puntillo, target's preparing to move out.
But you still refuse to attack!
My men are corporate security, sir. We can't defeat Republic commandos in a fair fight.
Then, you're fortunate I see one last option, Master Sith. Laverse Puntillo of the Puntillo Foundation. Pardon me for speaking out of turn, but I have a proposition.
Talk, but make it fast.
I was, a businessman. I supported the Empire when this war began, both in and out of the boardroom. The Republic sent a squad to kill me. They botched the mission, killed my wife and daughter. So my mercenaries tracked the commandos responsible.
We lured them from their base with a distress call, but they came ready for a trap. We can't afford...
I can afford anything! So since my men refuse to strike, I'll pay you to murder every squad member who took part in the attack on my family.
They will learn not to interfere with the servants of the Empire.
I am pleased we have a deal. The commandos are scouting those polluted wastes. I'll need proof of their deaths. Blood. Dog tags. I don't care. But kill them. Make things right.
You're good to go.
Damn snipers! Come out here and fight like men! Ha! Miss me, you cowards! Oh, pardon, my lord. Didn't see you there. Could I beg a moment of your time? Our mission would greatly benefit from your assistance.
What's the situation here?
One of our fighter squadrons was patrolling this sector when they were shot down by resistance fighters. The pilots who survived were all captured. They are being held in that camp up ahead. The snipers guarding them are exceptional. Simply reaching this position cost me 8 men. My unit needs reinforcements to complete this mission, but that'll take time. Time those pilots don't have. We're out of options. At this point, only someone with your skills could rescue those pilots in time. Can you assist us?
I won't let the Resistance kill those pilots.
Your help is greatly appreciated. Good luck.
Come in, Torsen. This is headquarters. Lieutenant Torsen, please respond. Sir, we've got something.
What? Lieutenant Torsen, is that you? Blast it, Naoto! Get me a clear visual. That's better. Oh. Apologies, my lord. I didn't recognize you. Is there a lieutenant by the name of Torsen with you by any chance?
There are many slain soldiers here. Your lieutenant is most likely among them.
Then it's what we feared. Torsen's squad was deployed to recapture that region's farmsteads. The Resistance is desperate for supplies, pushing to capture every food source available. I hope to retake the farms and put their crops to our use. That's no longer an option. We have to destroy the crops on those farmsteads. We cannot allow the enemy access to such a valuable resource. You're already in the area. Can you help us?
If we cannot kill them directly, we will starve them instead.
You honor us with your time, my lord. Torsen's squad was carrying a set of RK-9 soil devastators. For this contingency, they'll be on the soldiers' bodies. Once you have the soil devastators, fight past the Resistance patrols and position them in the growing fields. The devices will blight the soil beyond all use. If you could, contact me again when the objective is complete. Good luck to you. Ah, hello again. Scans show the soil devastators in full operation. Excellent. Thank you for taking the time to assist us. The operation would have failed without you.
I'm pleased to have served.
I've arranged for a small token of my gratitude to be sent to you. Thanks again.
You're good to go.
It's really done, isn't it? The men who killed my family, you've made them pay. The names match the dog tags. They're dead, all dead. Go home now, Captain. My wife and daughter are avenged.
I'll have the men prepare for departure, sir.
It's not as satisfying as I expected. Perhaps I should see whether those Republic soldiers had families.
Justice has been served. You won't gain anything by murdering more.
You may be right. I'll think on what you've said. You've done well for me. Take a reward. Farewell.
My lord, you honor me with your presence. How may I serve you?
You butchered innocent people, Captain. And you're going to pay for it.
I assure you, this is all just a misunderstanding. The villagers, you see, they deceived us. They ambushed us, and we had to kill them. No impropriety, nothing personal in what happened. I simply did my duty. We can keep this simple, can't we? You can forget whatever it is you think you saw, and I can forget about leaving these credits sitting on my desk. Agreed?
Turn yourself in, or I'll take matters into my own hands.
You leave me no choice, then. So be it. Colonel Aiden, this is Captain Varmette.
Yes, Captain.
I wasn't entirely truthful when I told you what happened with the supply drop-off. I don't think we have anything further to discuss. Nicely done. You rescued all of our pilots. I hope you made those coward snipers pay while you were at it.
I destroyed them.
Ha! Just what I like to hear. Thanks again for your assistance.
At your service, my lord. Travel route is confirmed.
Sir, we just took 50% casualties. That's called a defeat. We're dead without reinforcements.
Where are you, Private? Does this look like Alderaan? On Balmurra, 50% is the price of admission. Everyone fights, Private Gambar. Either you go in shooting, or we freeze you in carbonite and use you as a shield.
I like your attitude, Lieutenant.
A bit of enthusiasm helps on days like today. We've encountered an unidentified insectoid species.
They're 3 meters tall. Blasters don't kill them, they can chew through armor.
Private Gambar here is expressing the diminished morale that resulted from our failure to achieve the objective.
What needs to be done?
The bugs are dug into that industrial complex, which is very bad for us. There's plans for a bomb in there, a city-busting neutron detonator. If the Resistance gets those, we can kiss Sobrik goodbye. We'll be back in combat as soon as we get done with a little field surgery.
You keep your men alive. I'll get those plans.
I never turned down Teresian ale or free firepower. You've got yourself a deal. Now, I should warn you. The plans are separated out for the manufacture of individual parts, so it's not one straight run in there. Once you have all the plans, come back and tell us how you did it. I need the squad to hear that these bugs can die.
Is there some problem here?
You see, we're setting up a new base of operations where Outpost Freedom is now, but those colicoids are proving a headache. Our orbital bombers have specialized toxic bombs to drive them off, but apparently they need infrared markers to aim at. I'm looking for someone to place those markers.
If this was so simple, you'd have placed those markers by now.
Well, there are a ton of colicoid nests in that area, but nothing you can't handle. We need the markers placed in these locations. Once they're all in place, I can order the bombardment.
That sounds simple enough.
I'll contact you when I read the markers are in place. Watch yourself around the colicoids.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Pardon. Kanju's disease. I'll have my wind back in a minute. Oh, that's better. Dr. Rivas, Imperial Science Bureau. Welcome to Project Hexapod. Not much, is it? Just me and a couple of obsolete computers. Empire's throwing all its resources into the war. What little good it does. But maybe you can help me.
Spare me the sob story.
I'm not angling for sympathy here. You're familiar with the weaponized colicoids, right? You can't miss them. The results of some kind of sick, wonderful experiments. Got loose when the Empire bombed the place. I'm here to uncover and analyze every scrap, every detail of those perverse, amazing experiments. Where, why, who, how, what. And then put it to good use.
What do you mean by good use?
The colicoid mutations are disgusting and remarkable, but they are only the barest hint of what we might accomplish. I've located ground zero of the colicoid experiments, but between the mutated colicoids and my bad lungs, I can't get in. I need you to take this data spike and upload every scrap of information on those experiments you can find. Not just the formula, everything.
I will take care of that.
Good to hear. Project Hexapod might not be a wash after all. Ground Zero isn't far from here. Big lab facility, hard to miss. Good luck out there.
I ever tell you I have a fear of being stomped to death by bugs?
The upload has stopped, but the algorithm was flawless. Someone must be interfering with the upload manually.
When I find out who, they'll die.
The interference is coming from within the lab. Keep on your guard. Anyone with the ability to get into that lab is very dangerous.
Mache. Churon Chika Chiliska Chanaga.
I'm the arm of the Empire, its weapon, the death of its enemies.
Oka Kiza Spida Perupa. Gadwa Shiniko Higa Danulia. Piti Dotenya Gokaka Jujo. Da Biska Ku Paliya.
I can't believe the Colicoids willingly contributed to these experiments.
Bagthra Wanawaga mi Bunawa Dweduipe. Oka Kiza Spida Perupa. Gadwa Shiniko Higa Danulia.
Our bombers are pounding those colicoid nests into toxic dust. You do excellent work. Thanks for your help. You've certainly earned this.
You've returned. Tell me you were able to deposit the poisoned body parts throughout the colicoid nest.
I didn't even break a sweat.
If the colicoids associate eating human flesh with dying, their survival instinct will steer them away from us as a food source.
Displaying all authorized destinations.
My lord, we feared you wouldn't survive. It's chaos out there.
And who do you think is responsible for that chaos, Captain? With every target you eliminated, the Resistance became more disorganized. I've ordered all available forces to the battlefield.
Our bombers devastated the enemy in the first 10 minutes. Their defenses are in shambles.
The battle can't be won yet. How will you proceed?
Certainly we'll be cleaning up for months. But so long as they're on the defensive, they'll cease to be a threat.
We've forced their 6th Battalion into Bugtown. The colicoids are eating them alive.
I think I'd like to see that. You'll be moving on, I presume? Letting the fires of Balmorra light your way as you terrorize the galaxy.
My master's schemes are many, and he requires me to see them through.
A fine position to be in. Make sure you take advantage of it. Colonel, prepare my shuttle.
Yes, my lord.
When you think back to Balmorra, remember the armies you laid to waste, the enemies you slew, and remember me, and the rewards I gave you.
Glory to the Emperor. Glory to us all.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have rebels to annihilate. Tell the troops, Captain, that today we win this world. Today the Resistance has fallen.
All better.
My lord, I hope you don't find my appearance here obtrusive. I beg an audience.
Begging does not become an officer.
Pardon my word choice, my lord. I will speak plainly. As you know, Lord Barris enabled my reassignment anywhere I choose. It is an evolution I've longed for and assumed would never come. Aiding your mission on this planet has reawakened the ambition I began my career with, to make the most profound impact possible for the Empire.
We share the same desire, Captain.
I sense that as well, my lord. I cannot think of a more glorious and honorable way to make a difference in the galaxy than to serve you. I'm here to pledge myself to you. I'm ready and willing to serve in whatever capacity you see fit.
Whatever capacity I see fit. How exciting.
More like nauseating.
I wouldn't expect a child to understand.
My lord, if given the chance, I know I will prove myself to you. I'm a top-notch pilot, military strategist, and a deadly shot. I can fly this ship, plan your battles, assess your enemies, and kill them. You won't find a more tireless and loyal subject. I offer my military prowess and dedicate every ounce of my strength to your cause.
I would be pleased to have you, Quinn.
The pleasure will be mine. Thank you, my lord. I will submit my reassignment papers as we depart.
Apprentice, I see you are ready to put Balmora behind you. Good. The elimination of Commander Rylon grants security to my spy network, but there is still more to be done.
It's always work, work, work with you.
When all this is over, there will be time to relax. Now, before I unleash you on Numan Kar and his Padawan, you must eliminate my spy on Nar Shaddaa. Head there immediately.
My lord, I have settled into my quarters and fully acquainted myself with the ship. I am at your disposal.
I should probably inspect those quarters, Captain.
You'll find them spotless and in order, my lord. You'll also find that I'm fully trained in all aspects of operating this vessel. I can both navigate and pilot.
If you're half as good at evading obstacles as you are my advances, then my ship is in good hands.
I'm here to do a job, my lord.
You wish to speak?
Yes, my lord. I wanted to update you on the condition of your ship. It has responded extremely well to my optimizations. I'm pleased to report that we are operating at peak efficiency.
I'm glad to hear it. Keep up the good work.
I fully intend to, my lord.
Your demeanor makes me tense, Captain. Work on loosening up.
I see. Actually, my lord, I don't see. Is that an order, or are you testing my professionalism?
I don't make requests, Gwyn. Consider everything out of my mouth to be mandatory.
Then I will do my best to, loosen up. Permission to speak freely, my lord.
You may always speak freely, Gwyn.
I'll keep that in mind. There's a reason I was languishing on Balmora before you arrived. A decade ago, I served under Moff Broysk at the Battle of Druckenwell. Moff Broysk made a critical oversight that brought the fleet to the brink of complete defeat. I ignored his order and turned the tide to victory.
Then you are to be commended.
That's not how the Moff saw it. Broysk took credit for the reversal, which is fine. But then he court-martialed me. Darth Barris assigned me to Balmora, or my career would have been over. Moff Broysk has blocked every transfer and promotion I've been up for since.
I have no tolerance for fools like this Moff.
I could say more about him, my lord, but my point is made. I serve you now, I have no regrets. I'll return to my duties.